This is a summary of Unit 431. When you finished any of these units, because there is no test at the end, you need to go over and make sure you filled them out correctly. There can be no empty boxes whatsoever. So make sure activity number 1, in a few words, describe what personal confidence and self-awareness means to you. That requires at least 2 sentences, and make sure personal confidence is in one of them and self-awareness is in another one. Okay, at least 2 sentences there. If you've not finished that off, don't worry. Just if you made a mistake, put a neat line through it and just write it underneath or write it outside of the box. That's okay. Activity 2, again, this was about grading your confidence in these different situations. And then you need to give an example referring to the situation and your level of confidence. On a packed train, you mark that as 1. I don't feel confident on a packed train because I don't like a lot of people around me. So make sure you've answered all of those. Leave no boxes. You can obviously leave that one. That's an example filled out for you. Activity number 3, make sure you complete the SWOT analysis. Remember, strengths and weaknesses need to be or help your case if you can talk about person qualities. These are not about things that you've learned how to do, but things that you've naturally developed as life goes on. Okay, so some things that you have a lot of and some things you don't have so much of in there. It says strength and weakness, but I would put a couple in each box just to be sure, because if the EV doesn't like one of the examples, they might like the other one. So belt and braces, you don't want this sending back because you've not used one very good example. This does say threats and opportunities, so make sure you put at least 2 threats. 3 or 4 is great. Don't just copy the ones I'm using. Think of your own. And opportunities. This is what are you going to do about these threats and weaknesses. Okay. And again, this is really a summary of opportunities, but in a sentence form. You can write through both these boxes with a single sentence. I'm happy about that. Because basically, if you put one, make sure in the sentence that you've covered, how will it develop your confidence? So make sure you've got that word at least in every single sentence. I will feel more confident because. So, and what you're going to do about it. Okay. Finally, make sure you sign and date the unit. Otherwise, it's just not valid. And then can you just make sure before this gets back to me that you also update your tracking sheet for Unit 431, completed that today. That's all there is to it.